This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com.
Yes, my people, welcome to AFTV. I have Tade with me. Right, I'm just going to let you speak to me about what your thoughts on the game today. We had a weakened squad, drew 0-0. What did you take from today's game? What did you witness?
I just have to let this out, man. I just have to let this out. Holding. When I was watching that game, man, I counted how many headers Holding had. I think I counted about 7. I counted about 7. What the hell is that guy's head made of? Like, seriously, man. Doesn't he have a headache or something? Like, he was winning. I think I counted 7 or 8 or so.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I think that's what he was in there for, if I'm honest. He wins a lot of he's the aerial threat, really, when defending. Like, Luis, he does win headers as well, but it's more either Holding or when Mari's in, it'd be Mari. So, yeah, man, I got to say.
It was impressive.
I was impressed as well by it. Just quick one. What the rust is around your head?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I used it for my live, right? It's just my Arsenal scarf, really. Yeah, I just totally forgot it was on there. I used it for my live. I've been sitting out here since the watch along, and I literally just kept it on. Yeah, I know I'm gonna be getting a lot of trolls. I'm gonna be getting a lot of trolls in the comment section, so you guys can bring it on. I know there are always people waiting for me there. Just let me do my thing, man. It's an Arsenal scarf.
Okay, fair. Listen, Arsenal scarf. You're like Rambo, blood. You're about to go to battle. But listen. All right, cool. The positives and negatives, bro. Talk to me. What the goods and the bads of the game today? Give me your side.
Honestly speaking, I mean, obviously we've talked about Holding. I don't know what that guy's head is made of, but kudos to him for all the headers he won. Moving on to Luis, obviously Luis did a lot of interception, and I think they gave him the man of the match. I thought maybe it would have been Holding, but I mean, both of them could have, it could have been any one of them, because I thought defensive duties, they were really spot on today. In all honesty, they did their job pretty well. Cedric was also decent. I mean, when he got the yellow card at first, I was a bit worried that maybe he won't be able to put in the tackle, but he was very professional throughout the game, and that guy just keeps growing on me for the fact that he's playing in a position that he's not used to, and he's really doing what he's doing. Kudos to him as well. But one person I also have to big up today is Pepe. I need to big him up again. This is the second time I'm bigging Pepe up. For the mere fact that from the get-go, he was hungry today, man. He was hungry. The guy was, there was this header that the first early minutes of the first half that he won against Pogba in the 18-yard box. When he came down to defend, he was really closing down the players. I felt today he was really, from the defensive side of things, pressing the players, hunger that was showing, he was really spot on. Now, there's a question mark about some of the chances that he had. There are arguments that maybe he should have laid the ball over. I think there was one that he tried to go for the far end corner in the second half. The one that he tried to curl.
Just past the post.
Just past the post, right? Yeah. For me, I don't blame him for going for that. I felt because at the end of the day, right, he had a chance. He wanted to take it. Some people were arguing he should have passed to Lacazette because Lacazette was also open. But in that kind of situation, it happens within a split second. You have to make a decision within a split second. Should I go for it? Or should I look up and look for a player around me? And sometimes in the process of looking up to look for a player, they could steal the ball from your leg. So it's not, I can't blame him for that entirely. Do you know what I mean? And and then you look at the likes of Lacazette as well. Obviously, Lacazette hit the post in the free kick. That was going in. De Gea had no chance. De Gea stood still. He was rooted to where he was. He looked at it and was like, okay, thank God. Do you know what I mean? He himself, he had the chance where he had the shot that I felt he should have given the pass to Martinelli. So what I'm just trying to say is this thing, I mean, I'm talking about Lacazette now. There was a chance he had. It was a weak shot. Straight shot to De Gea. He had a chance to give it to Martinelli. He probably should have given it to Martinelli.
It evens itself out in football. Like, sometimes you should get the ball past you, but sometimes you have an opportunity where you should pass. Like,
you can't hold the players to that. That's my point. Because on my life, a few people said, "Oh, Pepe should have passed," and I found myself defending Pepe. I said, "I get it. He could have passed that ball, but I still felt him going for that shot was a fair chance. It was a fair chance because we've seen him call those kind of chances against West Ham, against a few teams in the past. So he's done that, you know, in the past. So I don't blame him for going for that chance. And then obviously Martinelli was taken off. People were angry, obviously, because the person that came in for him was Willian. And one person came on my live and was like, Willian again. I was like, please calm down. Let's even see what the guy is going to bring to the table. And he created, I mean, he had 2 chances in the game.
I don't think he had a bad game.
He didn't have a bad game. Let's be real. He defended well. It was when he was defending that he even got injured. When he was defending Wan-Bissaka that he got injured. He came back. He defended Wan-Bissaka twice in that game. Right? Because my worry for him was Martinelli was doing his defensive duties very well in the game. And when they brought Willian, I was a bit worried as well that maybe he won't be able to do that defensive duties. Because can you remember one header that Martinelli did in the first half? He came out from nowhere. That pass was coming to Rashford. It was a big cross over the top on the defense. And he came from nowhere and put his head in and won the corner.
And it went out for a corner. Yeah, right. That last one he see. Yeah.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So I was thinking, would Willian be able to do anything like that? And honestly, he did his defensive duties right. He created a chance for Pepe. Pepe shot hit Maguire's leg, right? And then he had a chance himself when he came on. Honestly, Wan-Bissaka is a beast. No cap. No cap. No cap. Because he fell down. Recovery. He was on the floor. He was on the floor. And he stood up immediately. We have to give kudos to him for doing that, even if he's not, you know, he's a rival team.
Yeah, they call him Spider-Man or whatever. Yeah, they called him. He gets his leg there. I gotta give it to me. You're right there.
Why won't they call him Spider-Man when he's having tentacles that are just elongating from one point to another? The guy is tall, he's long. Seriously, you have to give kudos to these guys. You know what I mean? And who else have I not mentioned today? Emil Smith-Rowe had just an okay game today. I don't think he was really on top of it. Partey.
People are screaming that he had a good game.
Of course, yeah, I'm going to get to him. But I want to talk about Partey first.
Okay.
There's something I noticed about Partey today. And I'm sure a lot of people have noticed it. He lost the ball 3 times today. I don't know if you know. Yes, he did. He lost possession. He lost possession. He got dispossessed twice. And they gave a wrong pass once today. And this is not me having a go at him. Why? The only reason I brought this up was because I want people to understand that players lose possession. The best of the best of the best. They lose possession in games. They do. That's the reality of the situation. They do. So Partey lost possession today. Xhaka didn't. And this is not me trying to generate any sort of propaganda against Partey. No, absolutely not. I'm just trying to make people understand.
You gotta be careful.
I mean, I'm just gonna say what it is, though, because you know how people are. People can read meanings to this. That's their problem. You can read whatever meaning you want to read to it. If you don't understand it, then that's your problem. But not you directly. I'm talking about people generally.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You know what I mean? The point I'm trying to make is players lose possession in certain situations. It's how they recover. And he did well in recovering to cover up some of those spaces. Then moving up to Xhaka. Xhaka was decent as well. You know, he was decent. He kept a steady head. There were 2 times he switched he switched the crosses all the way to Bellerin. 2 times he gave a switching cross up through ball to Bellerin. He was switching play. I think he was steady as well. So honestly speaking, at the end of the day, the 2 teams shared the spoils today. It is what it is. We move. I can't really fault the players. We lacked the players that could make it in the final third in Saka today, because he really shows the importance of Saka. In that final third, he's usually the main difference, giving that delivery, that final ball to the last person. And we lacked a little bit of that today. So I would say for us not to have Tierney, for us not to have Saka, it was an okay game. I'm not going to be too angry about it. It is better to have a draw than to lose.
100% agree. 100% agree. Tade, thank you so much for your words. Thank you. Very well analysed. The scarf in. I want to do that every week. Listen, big up,
This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com.